I'm Tig, this is my first YouTube video. I've been playing guitar since I was 10, I'm now 25. I love music of all types, I play piano as well, I've been in bands. It's my whole life and I want it to be my whole life. I'm trying to have a situation where I can play guitar and make music for the best part of my day as my main thing going through life. And so back in 2023, I thought I need to start posting because I think there's too much of an opportunity not to really try and take advantage of it in some way in terms of putting yourself on the internet and putting something out there. I'm not really someone who likes to share this type of stuff or it comes naturally to me, so it's also a good challenge and I think that there's a lot of growth that comes from it. But I actually started doing this 2 years ago. I started posting on Instagram and TikTok daily short clips, and there's been some ups and downs. I started off just thinking, like, I'm a pretty good guitarist, I can just basically post something cool every day. That's me doing a solo, whether that's me improvising, whether that's me writing something or kind of noodling around and just sharing it. I thought if I just stick to that, if I do it daily, surely I'm just gonna fucking gain loads of followers within a few months. But that definitely didn't happen. And it was quite humbling because you step out there, start posting videos, and you realise there's actually a lot of people who are amazing guitar players, and that just posting whatever you want, just being consistent, is not enough to grow a following, or at least it wasn't for me anyway. And I thought, okay, I need to take a bit more of a strategic approach and start posting things with the viewer in mind first rather than myself in mind. So that meant like making videos that worked with the algorithm a bit better, and I've put my Instagram and TikTok down below just if you're curious to see what that actually looked like. Had some fun making some creative videos, doing like a producer and guitarist back and forth thing that ended up like basically doing some acting to make the video more engaging, which again was good fun. And the one thing I can say for it is that I wrote so many guitar solos over the last 2 years from forcing myself to write solos to songs as part of the videos, that there's so many good things that have come from doing that. But I found that no matter how resilient I am with playing guitar every day and making music every day and just keeping consistent in lots of areas of life, it always fell on the back burner, and I always found myself on the hamster wheel of trying to keep up with posting daily and more so editing the videos as well. It was actually easiest to do when I was just rocking up and doing what I wanted and posting it. But the more strategically I thought about it and the more effort I put into creating videos that kind of prioritize the algorithm a bit more, the longer I spent coming up with them and doing or spending time actually creating a video rather than actually playing or focusing on the music. And again, I think there's a lot of value in that. I'm not like, never sacrifice your art for marketing or anything like that. I think there's definitely a balance. But I found that for the trajectory of how things are going, how quickly I was growing, and compared with the time it was taking me away from doing what I actually like doing most at core in my day-to-day, which is practicing guitar and writing songs, I found that it was taking away too much time from that and putting too much time into the scripting of the video and the editing and things like that, that actually became counterproductive because I wasn't going to blow up from it or anything like that. And even if I did, I don't really know exactly where that would get me. It would just make me feel good. So that's what's brought me onto YouTube. I thought, I don't want to give up on posting and put myself out there in some way or another for the reasons I said, but I had to find a way that's not only sustainable for me, but actually allows me to make content around doing what I would do anyway, rather than the other way around. And that might change at some point, but right now I'm very busy with my business and other aspects of my life, and I don't have as much time to put to music as I was like at my current state. And so as I'm in this current phase of life, I think I need to make content that fits all that. And so what I'm going to be doing is just a weekly update. Don't know how long it'll be, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10, just talking through what I've been up to, whether that's just some down and dirty, boring scales picking exercises that they need to get done. It might not be that fun to showcase them, but if we put them into this video journal, then I guess that's the best way of doing it. It might be writing songs, documenting like producing songs as well. Not that I'm a very good producer, but just what I'm actually getting up to in terms of creatively and songwriting. It might be me improvising. I do a lot of that. And then I might still do some solos as well. There's some solos that I'm trying to learn, some of other people's, which I'll definitely be showing. So I'm just going to document what I'm actually up to, share it every week, every Sunday in like a 5-10 minute video, talk through my thoughts on it as well. And I figured the absolute best case scenario, if I can stick to this, by the time I actually have more time to focus on music, whether that's a year from now, then there might be a pool of people there who actually care about my music or my guitar playing and want to follow along. And that's great. That would give me a massive head start. And worst case scenario, I don't get any of that, but it's a really cool thing to look back on, and it's like a time capsule visual documentation of the journey that I've been on. So yeah, I thought, why not? Let's give it a go. So with that said, I've been working on 2 pieces this week. One is called One is Your Love by Lari Basilio, and the other is Guthrie Govan's Larry Carlton style jam track, which is always a weird thing to actually name out loud, but it's such a sick solo, and I've been trying to learn it for a long time now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to now share the two most recent clips of me practicing them to show you where I'm up to, and really show myself where I'm up to at this point in the end of June 2025. Look, if you stuck around this far, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Again, who knows where this is going to go. This is the first one, but I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to stick to it. And yeah, it'll be cool to see the progress. So if you want to follow the progress, or if you're just curious in terms of what actually goes on in the real, boring, unglamorous life of a musician who is trying to progress and really take this seriously, then yeah, subscribe and I'll see you on the next one.